He's not your average Joe. He's a real-life alpha male. While other men will fear him, you'll feel safe in his presence. The masculine energy emanating from him can be both frightening and reassuring at the same time. But there's one thing that you have to understand about these types of men. They are very different from the modern beta males. If you're not careful and if you don't know what you're doing around them, you may find yourself in deep waters. So today I'm going to tell you all about it. Here are 8 things you must never say or do with a real alpha male. No. 1. Don't think he's like other men. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that all men are the same. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. When it comes to alpha males, they are an entirely different breed. They possess unique qualities that set them apart from the rest. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is to assume that he is just like every other guy you've dated. You need to remember that he's an alpha for a reason. He's strong, confident, and knows what he wants in life. And if you want to build a lasting relationship with him, you must treat him with respect and understanding. Don't try to change him or force him to be someone he's not. Embrace his strengths and support him in his endeavors. If you approach him with an open mind and a willingness to learn, you'll find that he has much to offer you as well. No, 2. Never insult his family. If you really want to get under the skin of an alpha male, try insulting his family. This is one surefire way to cross him, and it won't end well for you. Alphas take their family very seriously. They are fiercely protective of their loved ones and will not tolerate any disrespect towards them. Whether it's his parents, siblings, or children, you shouldn't even joke about hurting or harming them in any way. If you do, expect a swift and harsh retaliation. In fact, you should never question his loyalty to his family either. Alphas are known for being incredibly devoted and committed to their bloodlines, and they expect the same level of dedication from those around them. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you need to interact with his family members, be sure to treat them with the utmost respect and admiration. After all, they are the people who raised such an extraordinary man. No. 3. Don't try to gaslight him. Gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse where you try to convince someone that they are crazy or delusional. And it's one of the worst things you can do to an alpha male. Not only will it not work, but it will also make you look foolish in the process. Alphas are incredibly intelligent and aware of their surroundings. They are able to read people very well and can easily pick up on when someone is trying to manipulate or control them. If you try to gaslight him, he will see right through you and call you out on your manipulative behavior. And once he does that, it will be very difficult for you to regain his trust and respect. In fact, it will probably destroy any chance you have of having a relationship with him. Number 4, never belittle his intelligence. When you're around an alpha male, you should never underestimate his intelligence. These guys are often highly intelligent and knowledgeable in various areas, and they're not afraid to use their brains to their advantage. In fact, they pride themselves on their mental capabilities, and they expect others to recognize and respect them. So, if you ever try to belittle his intelligence or make fun of his knowledge, you can be sure that he will not take it lightly. Instead, he'll likely see it as a challenge and try to prove you wrong. And given his high IQ, chances are he'll be able to do so very easily. You might think you're being funny or that you're just messing around, but alphas don't appreciate when people question their intelligence. So it's best to avoid this topic altogether if you don't want to cause any conflict. Number 5, don't try to change him. One of the most important things to remember when dating an alpha male is that you should never try to change him. Alphas are incredibly confident in who they are and what they stand for. They know their strengths and weaknesses, and they're constantly working to improve themselves. So if you try to tell him how to live his life or how to be a better man, he'll likely see it as an insult and become defensive. In fact, He may even push you away because he doesn't want someone who tries to control him or dictate how he should behave. The best thing you can do when dating an alpha is to simply be supportive and encouraging. Let him know that you believe in him and his abilities, and he'll be much more likely to reciprocate with love and respect. No. 6. Never play games with him. Playing games is a big no-no when it comes to dealing with an alpha male. They are direct, honest, and straightforward, and they expect the same from those around them. If you start playing games with him, beating around the bush, or trying to be manipulative, he will quickly lose interest and move on. In fact, he'll probably see you as nothing more than a petty, childish individual who isn't worth his time. Alphas are attracted to women who are confident and secure in their own identity. So, if you want to win his heart, you need to be genuine and authentic. Show him that you're a strong, intelligent woman who doesn't need to play games to get what she wants. And if you can do that, he will respect and admire you for it. No. 7. Don't be fake around him. Alpha males have a sixth sense when it comes to detecting fake or phony behavior. They can spot a liar from a mile away, and they won't hesitate to call you out on your BS. That's why it's crucial to never be fake or artificial around an alpha male. If you try to pretend to be someone you're not or say things you don't mean, he'll see right through you and it will only make you look worse. Alphas are attracted to women who are genuine, authentic, and true to themselves. So, if you want to win his heart, you need to be your real self. Be honest, open, and vulnerable with him and let him get to know the real you. Trying to be someone you're not is not only pointless, but it's also a major turnoff for alpha males. And no. 8. Don't test him. It's not a good idea to test an alpha male, and here's why. First of all, they are already very self-aware and confident. So, testing them is not going to prove anything to you or anyone else. Secondly, it's not a respectful way to treat someone, especially if you're in a relationship with them. Testing or trying to trick an alpha male can create unnecessary conflict and tension in your relationship. They take their relationships seriously, and they expect their partners to do the same. So, if you try to test them, it will only serve to push them away. Instead, focus on building a genuine connection with him based on trust and respect. If you do that, you'll have a much better chance of creating a lasting and meaningful relationship. So remember, brothers, alpha males are a different breed. They're strong, confident, and intelligent, and they expect those around them to be the same. By following these tips, you'll show him that you are not just another ordinary woman and that you are worthy of his love and respect.